is deleted. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
2 is deleted, 3 is deleted, 4 is deleted, 5 is deleted. Yes.
Yeah. And 7 is deleted.
7 is deleted. And that's it.
And then,
Everything else is there, right? And 10.
yeah, yeah.
No, 10 is
No,
there.
10 is also there. 10 is there.
Also, they have increased one more question in this, which is there in the new book, but it's not there in the old book. We will do that question, the new one, okay?
Okay. And then
Haan.
in 8.3,
Hmm.
10, 11, and 12. Just these three are there.
Acha. Okay, fine. Wait a minute. हाँ ठीक है fine. Only 3 questions are there. Fine. So the chapter is not that big, so we can do it.
Fine.
Right. So let's get started with the first. Just a minute. Okay. So you have studied ratios before, right? You remember what is
Yes.
ratio? We used to use this when we used to do our for example, the sides of a rectangle are in the ratio 2:3. So then we do 2:3. So you know the concept of ratio, right? So let's do a few quick questions based on ratio. So exercise 7.1. This is something that is pretty simple for you because you've already studied ratio. So let's do the first question. I mean, yeah. So find the ratio of the following. You have to find the ratio.
Speed of a
Yes.
cycle 15 kilometers per hour to the speed of scooter 30 kilometers per hour.
So
So
15 kilometers
15,
per hour and scooter is
30. So 15 is
30.
to 30.
Very good. So first, you know what? You have to make sure that they are all in the same unit. So over here, they're all in the same unit. So we will say, okay, we will say 15 is to 30. This can be written as 15 by 30, right?
Yeah.
Now you cancel this. 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30, 1 by 2, right?
Yeah. So it's.
So the ratio is 1:2. This is the answer.
So what if. Never mind. 5 meters to 10 kilometers. So we will do like 1 meter is 1000 centimeters.
Very good. So 5 meters and we have 10 kilometers. So we can write
Yeah.
this as 5 meters itself, and the 10 kilometers, we will change this to meters. So 10 kilometers, when you change it to meters,
Can we change 5 meter to kilometer?
yeah, you can change that also, but I'll tell you why I am saying that we should change this one. Because when you change this to kilometers, this will be 0.0123. Yes, 005 meters. Sorry, kilometers. Okay.
But 1 meter is 1000 kilometer. So we can write 5000 by 10 kilometer.
Not 5,000 by 10. This will be written as 5 by 1,000. Because it will become, when it becomes, see, a meter, when you think of it as a kilometer, this is, let's say this is 1 meter. But over here, like, let's say this is 1 meter from here to here. Okay, this is 1 meter. Then this entire thing is 1 kilometer. Then obviously 1 meter, if you want to convert that into the unit of kilometer, you will write something like 0.001 kilometer, because it will be like this much. If you're not understanding that, then let me explain it in another way. See, 5 meter. Meter, now just remember one thing. 1 kilometer is how many meters? 1,000 meters.
1000.
So 1 meter is 1 divided by 1,000 kilometers, right? What
Yeah.
we are doing is we are dividing throughout by 1,000. So 1 meter is 1 by 1000 kilometers. So 5 meter is 5 into 1 by 1000 kilometers. Are you understanding? This meter, I have changed it with 1 by 1000 kilometers.
Yeah, I understood.
So then it becomes 0.005.
So
So then
finding
we will have to
kilometers
deal with,
easier.
yeah. So doing this into this thing will be easier because we won't have to face a decimal. That is why. Okay.
Okay.
So this is 5 meters itself, and 10 kilometer can be written as 10 into, now kilo. Kilo means what? 1000. Always remember K is equal to 1000.
1000.
Always. Okay. So we just replace the K with 1000, and the M is as it is, M. Okay. So what we have done here is we have replaced the K with 1000. That's all we have done. Everything else is the same. 10 is 10, meter is meter. The K we have replaced with 1000. So this becomes 10,000 meters. So now we can take the ratio between 5 meters and 10,000 meters. So it will be 5 by 5 meters by 10,000 meters. The meter and meter will get cancelled. So unit also get cancelled. Okay, that is why ratio does not have any unit, because the two units get cancelled. So this will be 5 ones are, 5 twos are, and then 0, 0, 0. So this is 1 by 2000. So this can be written as 1 is to 2000. This is the final answer.
Oh, can I write this?
Yeah, yeah. Let me know when you're done, okay?
Okay, it's done.
All right. Next C part.
50 paise to 5 rupees.
Rupees 5. So let's change this to paise. Let's change the bigger one to the smaller one. Otherwise, this one, the smaller one, if you want to change it to the bigger one, it will become a decimal. So let's change the bigger one into smaller one. Hmm?
Yeah, okay.
So rupees 5 into, you have to convert it into paise. It will become 5 into 100, right? Because 1 rupee
Is 100 paise.
100 paise. So 5 rupees
500.
500 paise.
So
So
50 divided by 500.
very good. How much do we get?
We can cancel the zeros, right?
Yeah, definitely.
1 by 10. So 1:10.
1:10.
Convert the following ratios to percentage.
So convert the following ratios to percentage. First one. What is the first one?
3:4.
3:4. So 3:4. Just a minute. 3:4. Now what do we do?
Hmm, I don't remember.
We don't remember. Okay. See, what we can do is 3:4. So you can write this as 3. The first one. You can write this as 3 by, what is 3 plus 4?
Uh, 8, sorry, 7.
7. So 3 by 7 into 100. Okay.
Okay. 300 by
Hmm.
7. And
No.
no,
You have to convert into percentage, means you have to do it like this. You have to do 300 by 7. So it will be 7 fours are 28. And this will be 20. 7 twos are 14. And 6. 7 eights are 56. 7 fives are 35. So this will keep on going. So we can just stop at 2 decimal places. We will say this is equal to 42.85%. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Just a minute. Do the second one then. Acha, now we have to do for the 4 also. 4 by 7.
Four.
Same thing,
Yeah.
4 by 7 into 100. Do it. Acha, just a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. So this, I was doing it in a different way. You are supposed to do this in a different way. Okay. See, you have to convert this into fraction. Sorry, you have to convert this into a percentage, means that first you convert this into a fraction. Okay. So this becomes
Okay.
3 by 4. Now you just multiply this with 100. Just convert, this is very simple. Just convert this into fraction, multiply it with 100. This will be 300 divided by 4, right? 3,
Yeah.
7 fours are 28. 7 fives are 20. 4 fives are 20. So this will be 75%.
The entire answer?
Yeah, this is the answer.
Okay.
Okay. So in this, what you have to do is just make it into fraction. Just like they say, convert the following fractions to percentages. You've done this before? Convert the following fraction to percentage. We used to do that. So the same thing, you have to just convert this ratio first into fraction, and then fraction to percentage is very simple. Multiply it with 100. Okay.
So I think, yeah, so I think 2:3 will be 66 percentage.
Yeah, 66.6666, like that. Okay. So this will be
Okay.
2 by 3 into 100. So
Wait, can you
66.66%.
can you show how to like how do we get point in doing
Sure.
like
So
division?
this will be 200 by 3, right?
Yeah.
200 by 3. So you, as you said, 66. So 3 6 are 18. and then
18.
again 2. So 3 6 are 18. Again 2. Now here we are getting the remainder as 2. We have to keep moving. So point and then 0. Again 6 are 18.
18.
2 is the remainder again. 6 are 18. And it will keep on going like that. So we can just stop at 66.66%.
Okay, understood.
Okay. So now that is just converted into fraction multiplied with 100. That's all.
Yeah, give me a second to write.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Hiba, I can hear you now. Done?
Yeah.
All right.
72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are how many are not interested in mathematics?
Hmm. So see, this kind of a question can be done in two ways. First way is you you see that 72% are interested. Then you find out the percentage of students who are not interested. So you will say percentage of students who are not interested is going to be how much? 100 minus 72. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the total percentage, if let's say everyone is interested, if let's say there is a particular class in which everyone is interested in maths, then that means 100% of them are interested. It can't go beyond 100%, right? So
Yeah.
over here, since 72% are interested, that means 100 minus 72 will be not interested. So that means 28% of students will be not interested. Got it?
Yes.
So 28% of how many students are there in total?
100, I think.
How many students are there in total? 25 students are there in total.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So total number of students is 25. So 28% of 25 students.
So 28 divided by 100 multiplied by 25.
Very good. Are not interested. Okay. So 28 by 100 into 25. 25 fours are 100. So always remember that 25 and 100, they are really good friends. So they cancel each other out very well. Okay. So 25 fours are 100. Just remember this. 25 fours are 100. And then 4 sevens are 28. So this is 7 by, yeah, that's it. 7. So 7 students are not interested.
But why do we like subtract the 100 minus 72?
Okay. Let me tell you in another way. Let's say I tell you that, Hiba, there is, let's say um, there are 25 kids in your class. Okay, 25 kids in your class. And I will say, now forget about the number of kids for a while. I will say that 60% of kids are Indians. Then can you tell me how many percent of kids are not Indians? Are not Indians. Can you tell me?
100 minus 60.
And how much will that be? 40, right?
40.
Yeah. So do you see why we did 100 minus 60? 100 minus 70%.
Yeah, because it, when we add it, it gives us 100.
You understand?
So I get, yeah, I understand.
Hiba,
Can you hear me?
yeah. Because let's say if I tell you this is the same thing. Yeah, actually your voice was breaking in between. So this is the same thing as saying, let's say that 2/3 of my class likes pizza. 1/3 of my class does not like pizza. So these are both opposites of each other, na? He, who likes pizza and who doesn't like pizza, है ना? So that is why
Yeah.
it will be the whole thing minus this. So in case of percentage, the whole thing is 100.
All right, I understood.
Okay. See, for example, how we use this in real life is, especially in statistics, you might have heard, or if you read the news, which I think you should, because it's a very good habit to read the news. It increases your intelligence on many levels. So what happens is, like, for example, they say 40% of people are unemployed, meaning they don't have any job. Okay. What does this mean? This means that 60% of people have a job. Getting it?
Yeah.
So they don't have to tell us both the things. If they say that 40% of people are unemployed, that obviously means that the rest of them are employed, meaning they are working. So these are where we use it in real life. And in such cases where you have two opposite things, meaning employed, not employed. Or for example, you say that um, 50 55% of people in this country are male. That means how many percent of people in this country are female? If 55% are male,
100 minus 55.
and that is 45% are female. Getting it?
Yes.
So so 7 students are not interested in math. Let me just check whether this is being recorded or not. Yeah,
It is.
7 students are not interested. Shall we move on to the next question?
I have to write this down.
Write it, right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So next question.
A football team won 10 matches out of the total of matches they played. If their win percentage was 40, then how many matches did they play in all?
Okay. First of all, let's try to organize the information that is given here. See, there are some number of matches that they played. Okay, number of matches. Do you watch cricket or football? Any sports?
Yeah, football.
Okay, good. So number of matches played, and so this number of matches played, and then let's say number of wins and number of losses. That's all that you're going to have, right? When you have a match, you're either going to win or you're going to lose. And even if there is a tie, then eventually they will have to figure out who wins and who loses. They will have to do something or the other to figure out one winner. So you will either, when you're playing a match, you will either win or you will lose. So they are saying that the total number of matches they played, they have not mentioned anywhere how much it is. So let's say the total number of matches played is X. Okay, fine.
Okay.
They're saying a football team they won 40 matches out of the total number of matches they played. So the number of wins was, sorry, 10 matches. They won 10 matches out of the total number of matches. That means they won
But
10.
the number of wins were 40 percentage.
Yeah, 40%. Right now, let's read the first sentence only. They won 10 matches. The number of wins, that means the number of matches they won, is 10. 10 matches. Okay.
Okay.
And again, they are telling you the same thing about the number of wins, but in a different way. They are saying that this 10 matches, it is actually equal to 40%. Their win percentage was 40. So they won 40% of the matches they played. So what are they saying? They are saying that 40, now listen to this very carefully, okay? They are saying that 40% of the matches they played, which is X, 40% of the number of matches played, which is X, 40% of X is actually equal to
10.
the number of matches they won, which is 10. So this is something we need to solve. 40 by 100 of means into X is equal to 10. That's all. Then from here you have to find the value of X.
So why did you wrote number of loss? I mean, that
No, no. I just wrote it to show you that the matches you played will be equal to number of wins plus number of losses, right? You're either going to win or you're going to lose. So just to show that I had written it. In this question, there is no use for that particular piece of information. Okay.
can
See
you
the number of
explain
losses if
10
they
is,
hmm,
how 10 is equal to
how
40 percentage?
hmm, they are saying the number of wins in one sentence. The first sentence they are saying the number of wins is 10 matches. Number of matches they won is 10.
10.
The percentage of matches they won is 40. So 40, what is 10? 10 is actually 40% of the number of matches they played. 10
Oh yeah,
is
understood, understood.
10 is 40% of the number of matches. Find out from here X. Let me know if there's any doubt about what I have written on the screen.
It will be 25. X is
Very good.
25.
It will be 25. So what is X? Look at what we have written. What is X?
X is the number of matches they played.
Exactly. So now for the final answer, you have to write, therefore, number of matches they played
Is 25.
is 25. Very good. And you have to put it inside a box. Oops, it's supposed to be a box.
If Shamili had 600 rupees left after spending 75% of her money, how much did she save in the beginning?
Did she have in the beginning?
Oh, sorry. Did she
So
have in the beginning?
they're saying 75% of her money. Now, here's a tip I will tell you, Hiba. Whenever you have a question like this of percentage, then whenever, see, it will be written 75% of something. Like, remember, 70, look at the third question. 72% of 25 students, right? So here it is given 72% of what it is given, 25 students. But in some questions,
Yeah.
it will not be given. Like, for example, in the fourth one, 40% of what? They were not telling us 40% of what. So we have to figure it out. Okay, 40% of X, where X is the number of matches they played. So similarly, in fifth one, 75% of her money. Now, what is her money? How much is her money? We don't know. That is something we have to find out according to the question.
So
So 75% of
75 divided by 100 multiplied by X gives 600.
X. So we will say let her total money
BX.
is equal to X. That means 75% of X is how much?
600.
No. She spent 75% of X. She spent 75% of X. So how much is she left with? If you just forget about this girl Chameli, right now think about Hiba. Okay. So Hiba had 100 rupees or 100 reals she received as Eid, let's say. Okay. Then she spent 75% of it. How much she spent? This much she spent it in whatever, buying chocolates or whatever it is, she spent that much. Then how much is left with her? 25% is left with her now,
Yeah.
because 75 plus 25 is 100. So she is left with 25%. That means if she had 100 rupees in the beginning, then she spent 75 rupees
So
and she is left
so her,
with 25 rupees.
yeah.
So we will say she spent this much of X. Therefore, she, therefore, remaining amount is 25% of X. Getting it? 25% of X is remaining because she spent 75%. So 25% is remaining.
But why are we finding the remaining percentage? We have to find the total amount of money she had.
Look at the first few words of the question. If Chameli had
600 rupees.
left, 600 rupees left with her, that means how much they have told you. 600 rupees is the amount which is remaining with her. That is why you have to find this amount remaining.
I
Or
don't.
let's do it in another way. Okay, let's do it in another way. Let's start this question fresh. So money she had in the beginning. Money she originally had is equal to X. Amount she spent 75% of X. But 75% of X is not 600 because they are not saying that she spent 600 rupees. They are saying she is left with 600 rupees. So 75% of X is 75 by 100 into X. This is the amount she spent. This is equal to 75 by 100 into X. Okay.
Okay.
So she amount that is left with her, we want to find how much did she have in the beginning. Okay. So you can say amount she spent is actually actually there's only one way to do this question, and it is this. Okay. Is that fine?
Yeah. But how did you get 25 percentage?
What is 100 minus 75?
25.
That is how we got. See,
But why do
Hiba,
we have
let's say,
to do it?
why do we have to subtract it? Let's say this is your bank account. I am summarizing it in a pie chart. Okay. So I
Okay.
shouldn't make such a huge circle. Let me make a smaller circle. Let's say green is the total amount of money you have. This is the total amount of money you have. Now, out of this, you spent 3/4, which is 75% you spent. You spent this much, 75% you spent. This is all gone. You have only this much remaining. This is spent, this is remaining or left with you, right?
Yeah.
So if she spent 75%, how much is remaining? 25%.
25.
Okay. Why are
Okay.
we doing, why are we finding out what is remaining? Because in the question, they have told us the amount of money that is remaining with her after spending money. The amount of money remaining with her is 600 rupees. They are saying 600 rupees is the amount of money remaining with her, which is 25% of X.
All right.
Let me just rewrite this is amount of money, or forget about amount, is money left with her. And how much is the money left with her? 25%. 25% of something. See, whenever we write percentage, we don't just write 25%. Percent of what? Of X. Okay. So translate this into mathematical language.
600 is equal to 25 by 100 multiplied by x.
Okay. Or the same thing, we can write it like 25 by 100 multiplied by X is equal to 600. 25 fours are 100. X is equal to 600 into 4, which is 2400 rupees.
All right. Can you wait for like 1 minute? I will be back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. So done with this question now?
Yes.
Let's move on to the sixth one.
If
What
60
does it say?
people in a city like cricket, 30 like football, and the remaining like other games, then what percent of the people like other games? If the total of people is 50 lakh, find the exact number who like each type of game.
Okay. So what they have told us, 60% in a city like cricket, 30% football, remaining other games. So what is remaining? This much so we all know na, 60 and 30 is there. Total amount, total percentage is supposed to be 100. So how much is remaining?
Uh, like I think 40 percentage.
No, no, no.
No,
60 plus
don't
30 is 90. How much
90.
is
So 10
remaining?
percentage.
Very good. 10% is remaining. Okay. So that means now what all have we deciphered from this question? 60% like cricket, 30% like football, 10% like other games. They are saying total number of people is 50 lakh. So 60%, let's say 60%, 60% of 50 lakh like cricket. So you have to find this. First, let's find cricket. People who like cricket. Okay. Then find 30 people who like football. Of 50 lakh, because that is the total number of people who live in that city. And then you have to find the number of people who like, what is this, other games, which is 10% of 50 lakh. So find this.
So it is all going to like what do we write after equal to?
Just nothing. Percent, just convert this into a mathematical statement. Percent becomes by 100. Of becomes multiplied.
All right, all right.
Solve. Just cancel these two zeros, and then this becomes 6 fives are 30. Then we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 30 lakh people. 30 lakh people. Hmm. Then 30. In fact, we didn't have to do the 0, 0 thing also, you know. We could have just done it like this. Let me show you the other way. Football. So let's come to football. So 30, let's write it like this, 30 to 50 lakh, right? So 30% means divided by 100. Of 50 lakh. So lakh, I am writing it as lakh itself because so many zeros is gonna create confusion. So I'm gonna cancel this zero with this zero, this zero with this zero. What are we left with? 15 lakh. Don't forget this lakh at the end, okay? So 15 lakh people.
Okay.
So for similarly for other games, 10% of 50 lakh. So 10
50.
by 100 of 50 and then you just write lakh. Okay. So this zero cancels with this zero and you have 5 lakh. So the question had asked, find the exact number who like each type of game. So we found it. Okay.
All right. Give me a
So
minute to
yeah,
write it
sure.
down.